Welcome to another edition of Quick Tea Tips, also known as our cuties. Today's Quick Tea Tip is just some information on tea grades. So before being wholesaled, commercial teas are awarded mysterious abbreviations such as FBOP or TGFOP. These are indicators of the grade of the tea, the vital piece of information to the merchants who buy and sell tea in bulk. For tea drinkers who really want to understand the subtleties of this beverage and explore the many exotic varieties available online, it pays to know the basics about grading, even if there is more than a bit of inconsistency in the system. Since there are different grade systems for black and green teas, and these systems also vary by country, it's easy to be confused. The important thing is to realize that grades do not refer to the quality of the tea in terms of flavor, but rather to the size of the leaves. Whole leaf teas, being harder to produce and having greater visual appeal, command the highest wholesale prices and best grades. It's not that the taste of the tea has anything to do with the grade. Broken leaves will make a potent brew more quickly than whole leaves. But in the end, a tea's grade has more to do with where, when, and how it was processed than with how it tastes. Black tea grades. Broadly speaking, black teas are divided into groups of whole leaves, broken leaves, fannings, which are tiny broken leaves, and dust, fragments so small that they form a powder. Common abbreviations and terms include, in order of status, OP, which stands for Orange Pico. Most people are surprised to learn that this term has nothing to do with orange-flavored tea. Instead, it refers to whole leaves, ideally of uniform size and rolled lengthwise. P, for Pico, indicates leaves that are nearly whole, missing only the tip. BOP, also known as broken orange pico, indicates pieces of leaves that are relatively large and square-shaped. PF, pico fannings, indicates small and irregular pieces of leaves. F, fanning, indicates extremely small shreds of leaf. This is the grade typically used in commercial tea bags. D, dust, tea powder. These initials are combined with other adjectives that qualify the type of tea within these basic grades as follows. F, flowery, indicates loosely rolled tea that includes gold-tinged buds. My fave. T, tippy, indicates an abundance of buds. G, golden, indicates a golden tint in both the buds and ends of the leaves. I, imperial, used with BOP to indicate a broken orange pico with pieces that are unusually large. TGFOP thus translates into tippy, golden, flowery, orange pico, a grade of black tea. In addition to the numerals 1 or 2 are sometimes used as well to distinguish between different teas of the same grade. Now for the green tea grades. The grading of green teas is even more subtle and varied than that of black teas. Japan, India, Taiwan, and China all grade green teas differently and with their own distinct lexicon. In general, green tea grades are less focused on the size of the leaves and more on the origins, taste, quality, and flush, also known as when it was picked. Japan grades its green teas primarily by style and quality. Some common types of Japanese green tea include, and this is in order from best to least, Gyokuro, Sencha, Tencha, and bancha. China greens are graded according to the age of the leaf and the finished shape and size of the leaf. Some will recognize Chinese grades include gunpowder, imperial, young hyson, hyson, tuankei, hyson skin, and dust. Within these grades, there are specialized subcategories for different types, such as pinhead, gunpowder, whose tightly rolled leaves form tiny pellets, as well as quality rankings such as extra, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and fancy. India green teas are graded similarly to China greens by style and size of leaf. Fine young hyson, hyson number 1, hyson, sumi, fannings, and dust. As if that weren't complicated enough, the Taiwanese have yet another grading system that rates both green and oolong teas from best to least. Choice, fine, superior, good, and standard. With this basic information, you may not be ready to become a tea wholesaler, but you will certainly be smarter and a more discriminating tea consumer. Thank you for joining us again for this quick tea talk, also known as our cuties. Look forward to having you join us next time to see what we discuss then on our quick tea tips. Till next time, bye-bye.